Welcome to eVoogle. Today, we are going to share 7 dog behaviors and what they actually mean. Understanding the behavior of our dog is essential to establish an emotional and satisfactory relationship with them. Even if they don't speak, knowing their attitudes, gestures, and body language can help us communicate with them and react accordingly. First on our list is, why do dogs tilt their head? We have all seen our dogs tilting their heads to one side or the other, as if they were wondering something. This behavior is particularly common when dogs hear a new sound or see something they can't understand. This behavior is quite common in puppies. A dog may tilt its head to the side to find a better position to hear or see something that catches its attention. According to Stephen R. Lindsay, author of the Applied Dog Behavior and Training, this behavior is due to the fact that by exposing the ear canal, the sound and its intonation can be more easily captured, and they are also able to recognize the action related to the sound, such as example, shall we, let's go, you want to eat, and let's play with your toy. This behavior can be reinforced and repetitive when we say certain words that will make our dog bow his head. There is no doubt that when they do, they immediately trigger a feeling of tenderness or happiness. Could it be a health problem? Of course, if your dog's head remains tilted, without him being able to control said position, you should go to the veterinarian as soon as possible, as this may be a sign of an infectious or inflammatory problem in the ear, and even a problem neurological at the vestibular or cerebellar level. Number 2 on this list is why dogs chase their tail. It must be taken into account that this behavior is common in puppies when they have been separated from their pack. At birth, and during their first months of life, the cubs get used to living and playing with the other members of their pack, so by separating them from it, they find a new way of having fun by chasing their own tails. Now, when this attitude is present in the adult dog and is carried out very regularly, it could be an OCD. Yes, obsessive-compulsive disorder, which in the case of dogs is called compulsive canine disorder, and that the animal would have developed during its early stage. In these circumstances, a veterinary diagnosis is needed to confirm or rule out this condition. There are various studies that show that tail chasing may be determined by race, which would confirm a genetic predisposition. Thus, the Bull Terrier or the German Shepherd would be the breeds most likely to carry out this behavior. The analyses show that these breeds tend to chase their tail repeatedly, as it provides them with a psychological reward that generates a feeling of well-being and relaxation, especially when they feel frustrated and stressed. There are other reasons related to this compulsive act, such as lack of relationship with other dogs or boredom due to lack of activity. Also, there are cases of dogs that chase their tail for some physical reason, such as the presence of wounds, flea bites, or inflammation of the anal glands. Next on our list is, why does my dog take my shoes or slippers? This behavior can bother many owners, especially when the dog damages the things their dog takes. For this reason, this time we will focus on clarifying the reasons why a dog takes its owner's shoes and the best solutions for these cases. Golden Retrievers are generally fanatical about stealing objects from their owners to chew on and play with. Also, Yorkshire Terriers frequently engage in this behavior. However, this behavior does not only occur in specific breeds, but is common to see in all dogs when they are in the puppy stage. If you're wondering why your dog takes your shoes to his bed, you have to know that this happens when the dog is left home alone for many hours almost every day. In these cases, the dog suffers from separation anxiety and picks up its owner's shoes or any other item of clothing, since they are objects that has the owner's scent. The key to prevent your dog from developing this problem You must do everything necessary so that the dog does not feel abandoned. You have to create a fixed schedule of walks and games so that the dog has its moments of fun and exercise every day. Number 4 on this list is why do dogs dig and how to avoid it. Many owners get frustrated when their dogs dig in their backyard, but this is usually a behavior of some dogs to hide their toys or food when they feel a threat in their surroundings. Dogs can also dig when it is very hot. If this is the case, it's probably too hot outside for your dog, and they are trying to find a cooler place. The best way to avoid this behavior is make sure your pet gets enough exercise every day, and remember that each breed requires different activity. However, your dog should get at least half an hour of physical activity outside every day. Number 5 is why dogs eat grass and vomit. If your dog eats grass for hobby from time to time and does not vomit, you should not worry or scold his behavior, although you do have to be alert to make sure that he does not eat plants that are harmful to his health. Take precautions and avoid them from eating grass that has been sprayed with pesticides. But if your dog continuously looks for grass to make himself vomit, consult your veterinarian because it is likely that something is making him sick, and that is why his digestion is not good, and find a way to expel what he has in his stomach and ease their pain. If you notice that your pet looks for grass and always vomits it up day after day, it is very likely that he has some digestive difficulty or eats poor quality foods daily. In this case, consult your veterinarian. They will be able to diagnose what is happening and put a solution to the problem. In addition, if an animal continuously provokes vomiting to expel a foreign object, it can further aggravate its stomach pain, since gastritis can occur. Some experts indicate that eating grass continuously may be due to boredom or to another deeper behavior of its character that may have gone unnoticed by the owner. Therefore, if you see that the practice of ingesting grass is something very frequent in your pet, it is better that you talk about it with your veterinarian. Number 6 on the list is, what if your dog eats poop? Turns out it's pretty normal, and there's actually a medical term for it, called coprophagia. Most of dog owners know how frightening it is when we see our dogs eating poop. We often wonder why they do it and how we can stop it. According to the Jakubowski, it's fairly common, with some studies citing up to 25% of dogs exhibiting this behavior. She said it can be caused by malabsorption diseases, but the most common reason can be traced back to ancient survival instincts. When wolves relied on foraging, they probably would have eaten fecal matter if that was all that was available. She also said that when potty trained, some dogs may eat their own poop for fear of negative repercussions. Jakubowski said that to avoid this, she don't hit or be mean to dogs when she has a training accident in the house. If she does, it may cause your dog to associate his poop with his anger, causing him to eat it, to get rid of the evidence. Eating poop is also more common in crowded conditions. She advises owners to keep the pet's environment clean to reduce temptation. Last on today's list is why dogs sniff each other's butts. This may seem silly to us, but it is an evolutionary trait for dogs. A simple sniff can give your dog a lot of useful information about new dogs that can help keep them safe. The closer a dog gets to a source of body chemistry, the better he can sense if new dogs are friend or foe. A dog sniffing a butt is the equivalent of a human shaking hands. They just want to say hello or nice to meet you with other dogs. They are also trying to get to know the other dog or person they are sniffing. With a quick sniff, dogs can determine if their sniffer is male or female, happy or sad, scared or stressed. Thank you so much for watching, and see you on the next video.